Hi friends, and welcome back to the Kooky Kitchen. Today we're doing Cookbook Curiosities because I got this ice cream maker and I have yet to make ice cream. So we're going to see if their little recipe for we're just going to make simple vanilla ice cream. Is it going to be as good as the ice cream we buy at the store? It's probably more of a test on me as to whether or not I can make ice cream. I've never made ice cream before, but it certainly brings back memories when I was a kid and my dad had one of those old ice cream makers that you did plug it in, but you had to put the ice and rock salt in the side. Yeah. So these are our ingredients, and I'm going to mix it up in a bowl first. And then the bowl that goes in here has to be completely frozen before I use it. So let me get my bowl out just to start getting my ingredients mixed, and I'll be back to show you what I'm doing. All right, in our bowl we have a pinch of salt, 3/4 cup of sugar. Now we're going to add a cup of milk. This is whole milk. And then I'm going to blend it on low until that sugar is dissolved all the way, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, this is kind of loud, but I'll show you here. Low speed. Now my first question is, how am I going to know when the sugar is all dissolved? I guess I'll take a spatula to it and kind of stir it that way to see when it is all the way dissolved. All right, our sugar is dissolved. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla and 2 cups of heavy cream. All right, our first cup of cream is in there. Here's our second cup. And then it says to stir it, but it doesn't say if by hand or with the mixer. So I'm just going to use the mixer again, just on the low speed until I get it all combined. All right, it's all combined. Now we cover it and we put it in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours. Then we'll come back and we'll be using the ice cream maker. See you soon. Okay, I waited an hour. Here's our little freezing tub. I'm going to put the lid on and turn it on. We got 15 to 20 minutes to go. Okay, you really can't see through it, but it's twirling. Let's see how it does. Sorry for the noise, but I wanted to show you what it's looking like inside. You can see some of the ice cream getting, kind of frozen up. All right, let's give it more time. Again, sorry for the noise, but look, I think we're gonna have ice cream. We have 5 to 10 minutes to go. I think our ice cream is done. Let's taste it. Okay, here we go. That is super good. I wonder if I could add a little bit more vanilla to it. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing, and that is, we're gonna see if we can switch up our sugar with our orange zest infused sugar and make like an orange creamsicle ice cream. Let me get this ice cream out of here, get the tub cleaned out, washed, dried, back in the freezer, and make sure it's frozen, and we'll come back and see if we can do this a second time. I'll be back. Okay, so this is like the parts that were next to the walls are a little bit thicker, but the center part, which is why I first took a bite of, like this piece, is like soft serve. Very, very good. I'm gonna go put this in the freezer and get the base cleaned up so we can do another batch. Okay, so I'm making the same recipe. The only difference is instead of sugar, I'm using my orange infused sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and get this together, get it in the fridge, because we got to wait an hour to 2 hours for this part to chill before we can use the ice cream maker. This time I'm just mixing by hand. It was just as quick as using the hand mixer, plus less to take out, less to wash up. So this is pretty much all incorporated. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours, and then we'll make our orange creamsicle ice cream and see how it turns out. Our orange creamsicle is in the ice cream maker. This is our orange creamsicle ice cream. Sorry for the noise. That looks delicious. And we are done. Let's take a quick taste test. See if we can taste any orange in there. Slightly. So I could put a little bit of orange extract to bump up the orange flavor, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like this, just a light flavor of orange in the background with the vanilla. Friends, making ice cream in this thing is so easy. I'm sure I'm going to have a great time this summer experimenting with different ice cream flavors. So, when my dad used to make ice cream, it was this big production. You know, it took all day. This does take overnight because you do have to keep the bottom bowl frozen, completely frozen, or it won't work. I tried too early with this. I did not record that part. But other than that's it. You just have to wait. And if you get a second base or freezing bowl, you can, you know, make 2 flavors in one day, I guess. You can have one always in the freezer ready to go. So that is it for Cookbook Curiosities. And I'm going to say that recipe in the Cuisinart ice cream maker really works for ice cream. It also does frozen yogurt and sorbets, I think. And then there's some sauce recipes at the end, like a chocolate sauce. Delicious ice cream. I encourage you to get out any cookbooks you have for your appliances and try some of those recipes. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is Tina at the Kooky Kitchen. This was another episode of Cookbook Curiosities. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up to support my channel. And I'll see you next time here at the Kooky Kitchen. So stay kooky, my friends.